again. People have the power to vote that way. All you people
And it's like it's spring, and these Trump signs keep popping up. I mean, every time I drive to work, there's another one. And there's one Hillary sign in the whole place, and it's handwritten.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We couldn't get the hookup straight, but now the hookup is straight, and we have our RSBN audience live. We're on YouTube if you want to watch. Our phone number is 202-470-6738. And I want to thank Hutch. Hutch, actually, let them introduce themselves for the RSBN crowd from the West Coast. Miss Cambry Nelson.
Good evening, RSBN. I know everyone's piped up. Glad to have you here.
And we also have Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Glad to be on RSBN, and what an excellent introduction by, I guess that was Joe before the show.
So we have our beautiful people on Spreaker. Our phone number tonight is 202-470-6738. We are taking phone calls tonight. We want to make sure, Mr. Trump was just or still in Wisconsin, had a great time out there. Tommy Thompson lit up. I mean, I haven't seen Tommy Thompson that animated in a long time, but he looked good. And then we had, like I said earlier, Mayor Giuliani. Some of the stuff that he's saying, or some of the stuff that he was saying, is wallpaper material, man. That stuff needs to be put up on the wall and plastered all over the United States of America to tell you exactly who Hillary Clinton was. If you didn't know who Hillary Clinton was before Mayor Rudy Giuliani got up there, well, believe me, Rudy took care of it, and then Donald Trump came in, and he's on fire. And what I was saying before I start working on the camera was, I think Donald Trump is starting to feel it. I really do. We're about 40 days away from the election. I think Donald Trump is starting to feel that he could be the next president of the United States. We have Hillary Clinton failing. We have the Democrat Party that's failing. You have word came out today that that she's losing support in Florida, and Florida is one of those states that is really needed for the Democrats, and she's failing in Florida. She's failing basically everywhere. She's basically failing everywhere, but she's failing in Florida with the black vote, and that's huge. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen, and a whole lot of the states that she's supposed to be picking up and she's supposed to be in charge of, it ain't happening. It's not happening, and you can the phone lines are open tonight. The phone lines are open. I want to make sure that that the phone lines are open. 202-470-6738, 202-470-6738. I had to start our little phone system up all over again, so I'm bringing in Cam and I'm bringing in Hutch one more time. But you don't have to introduce yourself, though. You don't have to introduce yourself. We got T from Atlanta. T, did you see Donald Trump tonight?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
Donald Trump is just, I don't know, off the chain is all I can say.
He's off the chain? Okay, all right. What were you calling in for, Donald?
I have so many things that we need to discuss here and get out on this, because you all have much more of an audience than I do. But I want to know, I can tell you right now, that was not Hillary last night. I don't care how much makeup you put on somebody, that is not Hillary. You just can't cover up that much. And I really do believe that, because one of the things I noticed when she fell out on 9/11, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, Hillary never carries a pocketbook.
Yeah,
and she had one on her left side going in that some of the pictures showed. When she came out of that apartment, it was on her right side. Most women, 99.9%, will carry the pocketbook on the same shoulder.
Right. Well, I mean,
and
Hillary is kind of manly, though. Hillary is kind of manly, so I mean, I will understand why she doesn't wear a pocketbook. But T, I appreciate you calling in, and I've got to take some more phone calls. But please,
can I share one other thing with you?
Go ahead.
Please. Why is nobody talking about the endorsements of for Trump, from Martin Luther King Jr. family, the Black Panther leader, the Mr. Farrakhan, and then and Hillary is so scared of the Russians. Why are they not mentioned she's on the Russian terror watch list? Or I don't understand. And then the female that she's got coming out now, the beauty queen pageant or whatever she was. Has anybody pulled up Wikipedia and seen her life and who she's involved with? A Mexican drug lord?
Hey, T, thank you so much.
Yes, that is all over social media today.
I think that there's enough there. You know how these things go. I mean, they get roots, and there were some questions about the woman that came out in front of supposedly Hillary's apartment. But you can't trust things that are on the internet, man. I mean, it's too technology it's too easy to doctor these photos. And
I
it's
agree.
just it's something that, to me, it seems like we go down that rabbit hole, and then we have to listen to it for 10 years the way Trump's still listening about the birther thing. I mean, sometimes I think they set us up.
You know what? And I have been saying that, actually. Hey, Carla, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Wayne. This is Terry Green in Virginia.
Hey,
How
Terry.
are you?
I'm fine, Terry. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Hey, I wanted to tell you guys something that happened to me. 3 weeks ago, I registered to vote at DMV in Virginia, and I never got a voter registration card. And so today I called our registrar in our county, and the lady said, "Hey, you're not in the system."
What?
And I had gone through the process at DMV, and I said, "I'm not in the system." And she said, "No." She said, "I hear that there are some issues going on." And I said, "What do you mean? What kind of issues?" And she said, "A computer glitch." And I said, "Really? A computer glitch?" She said, "Okay, so go online and you can register online." And she told me how to do that. So I go to the site, and I went to register online, and when I hit that selection, I go to an error page. So to make a long story short, I called the State Department of Elections. They said, "Oh, we've had issues. You'll have to try again tomorrow online to see if you can register."
When is your deadline?
And I'm sorry?
When is your deadline?
October 17th.
Okay.
But let me tell you the trick of all of this then. So they said, okay, maybe, oh, wait a minute. They go, oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's working better now. Try in 30 minutes. So I went ahead and was able to register.
Okay.
But when I finished it, it said, it may be 30 days before you get your notice, your letter, your card. It could take up to 30 days to get that. I'm thinking, okay, if I did this October 17th, that's going to be after the election. So that's an issue, But anyway, I've let my congressman know. I've let the Trump campaign know. And my cousin is the mayor of where I live, and he's following up on this for me.
Right.
But there are issues. That's the word they keep using. Issues on the computer system to register in Virginia.
All right. Hey, Terry, thank you for your phone call. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you call in, make sure, because we have a lot of calls in the queue, and we want to make sure that we try to get as many calls as we can in during the show. So when you call, be passionate. Be passionate. If you have a long story, then email me, and maybe we can bring you on for an interview, okay? But our phone line is our phone lines are open, 202-470-6738. You're listening to The Wayne Dupree Show. We're here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network every night from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As a matter, I have my co-host here along with me, Cambry Nelson from California, Miss Kay, and also the godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. Let me bring in a new caller, 610. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Daniel. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Did you say your name was Danny?
Daniel?
Daniel. Hey, Daniel, talk a little bit louder into your phone.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Did you watch Mr. Trump in Wisconsin tonight?
I did. I thought it was a great speech. Like you said, there was a lot of wallpaper material in there. That was American planes soaring in the sky, American-built cars driving on the roads. Yeah, it was a beautiful speech.
So what's on your mind?
All right. Well, thank you, Danny. Daniel, I really appreciate it. 805, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Janine, calling from Santa Barbara County in California.
And did you get to watch Donald Trump tonight from Wisconsin?
You know what's funny? Not only did I watch it, I watched it and then watched it again and then watched it again and then watched it again and just kept watching it just for nuances. And then I noticed the moderator and how many times he was interrupting, what her exact responses were. It was just kind of sad in a way because she looked kind of like she was desperate, to be honest. And if she takes 6 days for each interaction with him in a debate, she's going to be off the campaign trail.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to end up being more exposed. He's just a harder worker.
Cam?
All the way around. It's just crazy, some of the responses that she came up, especially with her history.
No, you're right. I mean, I noticed that. Thank you, sweetheart, from calling in. It's so nice to have people from California calling in. I'm not alone here. Of course, we know that. But no, you're right. I mean, we saw a well rehearsed. I think.
Go ahead.
I think we've heard before. Oh, Hillary is used to this. She's going to nail this. I mean, there's a difference. Anybody can be an expert at standing up in front of a room and be a seasoned speaker.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're a seasoned
Barack
speaker,
Obama, I mean,
Right. I mean, you can be a seasoned speaker. You can have your talking points. She's used pretty much the same talking points and same excuses.
Right.
But this is 2016, where this is a completely different election, and she did not penetrate into the heart of the American people whatsoever.
Right. 201, turn down your radio or your computer and give us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Daniel. I'm from Philadelphia.
Daniel, again, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I saw the rally. It was pretty impressed. I loved it a lot. It was very, very, I loved it. It was great overall. The one thing that interested me about the debate was that how one-sided everything was and how all the questions were against all of that Trump. And it was like what happened was with the email scandal, it was like, oh yeah, what about the emails? It was like something very tiny and was not brought up at all by the mainstream media or in Lester. I was just very upset about that. I was really annoyed because he didn't have any time to actually go on the offense, which is his strong point. And I was just, as a millennial, trying to vote and, do my part in democracy. It's very annoying to see mainstream media one-sided as usual. It just bothers me a lot. It really angers me.
Well, Daniel, what he needs to do, and thank you for calling, is when you're up there on the podium, and I've been